Divas, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a fun video. So today I wanted to talk about dust bags, dust covers. You heard me right. So this is the way I have all my dust covers stored in this small bin. And today I wanted to go over them with you girls. I did a video a while back on dust covers and it's been a while, so it's time for an updated video for 2023. So if you're interested in hearing about handbag dust covers, you're in the right place. Go ahead, hit like and subscribe. Let's go ahead, let's get started talking about dust covers. So I know that seems like a trivial thing maybe to talk about, but not here on the LV Lux Girl channel. First of all, I'm the first to admit that I'm a little salty. I'm a little salty when I get a bag and it doesn't have a dust cover. I always appreciate if my handbag has a dust cover with it when I purchase one. So we know dust covers basically protect the bag. You know, originally when you purchase the bag, you know, it's going to come with a dust cover so you can use it when you're storing the bag so that it doesn't collect dust. So some people call them dust covers, bag cloths, bag covers. So let's go ahead and let's see what all I have here to talk about. So basically a while ago I went ahead and some of my dust covers I like to leave in the handbags when I have them stored, and some of my extras or some of them if I'm using the bag, I went ahead and gathered them, you know, out of my bag room, and I washed some of them and then I ironed them and I tucked them away in this bin. So I have all of them in here, right here, packed away really nice and neatly. Okay, I have all of them in there packed away really nice and neatly. Let's go ahead and get started so this video won't be too long. Thank you for joining me, by the way, this morning and spending some time with me. So the first one right here is so obvious. It's a Kurt Geiger dust bag. So it's a lovely Kurt Geiger dust bag. What I have to say about this one is, okay, as far as the feel goes, it's very soft. I like the way this one feels. It's a very some dust covers like silk, even though silk and satiny dust covers are nice, I don't particularly like the way they feel protecting my bag. I like if my bag has a more cush dust cover like this one that's a little bit more soft and cush. This, as far as I know, don't quote me, I might be wrong, but as far as I know, this is one of the only dust covers, as far as how many Kurt Geiger bags as I have had come through my hand, this is the only type of dust cover that I've ever received for a Kurt Geiger bag. It's always this particular dust cover right here. It's always this color, it's always black. I've never received one in another color, and it's always this same material. I rank it, I'll give this one, I would say an 8 or a 9. I do like it. I think it's soft enough to cover the bag, but I do think it could be a little bit softer. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one like an 8 or a 9. So that's a Kurt Geiger dust cover. If I run across one that I already have, I'll just go ahead and push it to the side because we already talked about it. Okay, the next one is Dooney Bourke. Here's Dooney Bourke dust cover. You guys let me know out there, all my Dooney Bourke handbag women, let me know if there are other types of Dooney Bourke dust covers. Did Dooney Bourke ever change and update their dust cover? Like I know Louis Vuitton, we'll talk about that in a minute, but Louis Vuitton updated their dust covers. It's not the same as it used to be originally. As long as I could remember, this is the dust cover that I've always received with Dooney Bourke handbags. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it an 8 or a 9, just like Kurt Geiger, only because it's in kind of the same material. They're both kind of the same material as far as soft wise. They both pretty much feel the same. So I'm going to go ahead and give the Dooney Bourke dust cover about an 8 or a 9 as well. Visually, I like the blue. I like looking at the blue. Even though I like black, I don't like black in a dust cover. I think I like another color for my dust cover on a bag. So I like the blue color of the Dooney Bourke one. Okay, next dust cover, moving right along. Since we mentioned Louis Vuitton, we might as well talk about Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton, I have to say, as far as, and I'm not just saying this because Louis Vuitton is a luxe brand, so naturally they should have a pretty good luxe dust cover. I have to say that it's so soft. It feels so much softer than the Dooney Bourke cover. You know, I gotta admit that as much as I like Dooney Bourke, it feels so much softer than the Dooney Bourke dust cover. It feels so much softer than the Kurt Geiger dust cover. I have to say that the feel of this is A1. It's so soft. I could see how it could protect your bag. And visually, I like looking at this light color for a dust bag. I give this a 10. I give Louis Vuitton a 10. I have to. You know, I'm not biased just because it's a luxe brand. I really do like their dust cover. And this is their updated dust cover. They used to have another dust cover with just an L and a V on it, but it was still just as soft as this one. It was still very soft. So Louis Vuitton gets a 10, you guys. Yay! Okay, next dust cover up, you girls, is Fry. Fry dust covers are very, very soft. Now, I have to say that I've seen several different versions of a Fry dust cover. So here is one of my Fry bags, and I have a different dust cover for Fry in here. So here is another dust cover for Fry. This is a lovely Fry hobo bag. I forgot the name of this Fry bag right now. The name escapes me, but I'll put it somewhere here for you. Fry leather. First of all, Fry leather is so durable and soft. I absolutely love Fry handbags, Fry boots. Very, very quality leather with Fry. So here is the Fry dust bag in black, and here is another version of a Fry dust bag. And I have to say, as far as, I guess I'm ranking them as far as how they feel with softness. It ranks right up there with LV. It's very soft. It's softer than the Kurt Geiger or the Dooney, so I'm going to give them a 9 or a 10 as well. The reason I say 9 is because visually, it looks more masculine of a dust cover. I mean, it's pretty, but it's not, it looks more rough and tough. Just like the materials of the leather of the Fry bag, it looks a little masculine as far as and I know Fry does boots and rugged handbags and everything. So it's not girly, even though, you know, it has some little design on it. So that's the reason I would say I give it a 9. It's a masculine dust cover, even though it feels soft. Visually, it's masculine. Okay, so moving right along here, we got to talk about Coach. Coach has also changed their dust covers over the years. Coach has had various different types of dust covers, soft cloth dust covers, brown dust covers. The Rogues have a brown or a different soft material dust cover. Here I have a satiny dust cover. I believe this came with my tote bag, my chain tote, my pebble chain tote bag, and they gave me, well, it came with this satiny dust cover. I will say that I like the brown soft dust covers that my Rogue bag came with more than the satiny dust cover. I don't know why, I'm just not that much of a fan of the satiny dust cover. I think it's because they slip around and slide off the bag. Also, I've purchased Coach jewelry, like my Coach bangle right here and Coach earrings. The jewelry tends to come with a soft satin dust cover like this for Coach. So I'm going to give this Coach dust cover, I'm going to say I have to give it an 8. I wish it could be softer. I'm not that much. That's just me personally. I'm not really a fan of that one that much. Okay, I have some extra Dooney Bourke ones here. We talked about Dooney Bourke already. Might as well address the elephant in the room, Chanel. So Chanel has had different types of dust covers over the years. You know, Chanel has the white dust cover with the image on it. Then it has the black dust cover. There has been other dust covers for Chanel as well. I should have said with Louis Vuitton as well. They've also had dust covers for Louis Vuitton for limited edition bags, for a special edition, limited edition Louis Vuitton pochette. And I think the Christmas animation and some of their other Louis Vuitton items have different dust covers. There's more than just 2. I know I mentioned 2. I can't mention everything in the video, but Louis Vuitton has tons of other dust covers as well. Still, I rank them a 10. Chanel, now I have to say, I don't own that many Chanel items. I do have a few, but not that many. Mostly I only have the Chanel flaps, and then I have like Chanel beauty products. But as far as handbags go that I've obtained the dust cover with, I've only obtained the Chanel flap. So these are 2 Chanel flap dust covers, and they're lambskin, leather, they're quilted bags, and these are 2 different dust covers. They look the same, but they feel differently. This one in my left, your right, feels softer than this one. This one, I don't know what material this is made out of, but it feels softer. I don't remember which bag came with, which dust cover came with which bag out of my collection. I guess I can go back and look at my purchase history on Fashion File and try to match up and remember which dust cover came with which one of my Chanel flaps. Maybe I'll do that and, you know, try to put it here somewhere in the video. But for right now, I don't remember which one of these dust covers came with which Chanel flap. I just know that these are both Chanel flap dust covers, and they are both pretty soft, but I would have to say this one is a little bit softer. It's not as soft as the Louis Vuitton dust cover. I have to say I like the softness of the Louis Vuitton dust cover better than the Chanel dust cover. These are just my opinions here on my channel. Please, nobody, don't throw any stones. These are just my opinions. Personally, I love the soft feel of the Louis Vuitton dust cover. Quality, Chanel is quality too, but I love the feel of the Louis Vuitton dust cover a little bit better than the Chanel dust cover. Next up, we have Fashion File. I just have to say, I just give them kudos just for giving us girls a dust cover. If you purchase a handbag with Fashion File, you're gonna get a dust cover. So they get A1, a 10 stars for delivering a dust cover to us when we purchase a bag. I'm happy about that. Their dust cover is very quality, very soft as well. I give it a 9 or a 10 as well, right up there with Louis Vuitton. I do really love Fashion File's dust cover. So that is the Fashion File and the Louis Vuitton dust cover. Next up, I have mainly Fashion File dust covers left here, and I have 2 more and we're done. My next one up is Rebecca Minkoff that I wanted to talk about. This is an older Rebecca Minkoff dust cover for one of my handbags. So it's soft, it's nice, it's white. The new updated dust cover for Rebecca Minkoff, I have a Rebecca Minkoff bag right here, my Jumbo Love, in beautiful geometric pattern. First of all, I can't bring this bag up and not appreciate the beauty. We're going to talk about the dust cover, but let me go ahead and let's talk about this beauty for a minute here. Okay. Here is this lovely, lovely bag. I'm in love. I love this bag. I love the fact that the Rebecca Minkoff bags are called, this one is called the Rebecca Minkoff Jumbo Love. I love how, this was my go-to bag before I purchased the Chanel flap. Basically, you couldn't tell me anything. You couldn't tell me that I didn't have a Chanel flap when I was wearing this Rebecca Minkoff bag. It's just as quality as a Chanel in my opinion. I absolutely love this bag in my collection. I have them in black and red, and they are the bomb. Thebomb.com. I have a very lengthy video on my channel where I break down and talk about 3 different versions of the Rebecca Minkoff Jumbo Love. Okay, shameless plug, but go ahead and check out that video. I'll link it down below. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. I absolutely love the Rebecca Minkoff Jumbo Loves. Back to the dust cover. So this is the updated Rebecca Minkoff Jumbo Love dust cover, and I was just going to compare it to the older Rebecca Minkoff dust cover. I have to say, Rebecca Minkoff is doing the same thing Louis Vuitton is doing. That dust cover is super soft. Super, super soft. When it's super soft like this, they get a 10. Them and Louis Vuitton get a 10 from me. This dust cover is really, really nice and soft. Visually, I like it. I wish the writing could have been a little bit brighter or darker. The writing is white and the bag is like a beige cream color. So the writing doesn't stand out that much. I wish the writing might have been a little bit different color, but I love that one. I'm not that crazy about the older version of the dust cover. Okay, you girls, so the last and final dust cover that I want to talk about is none other than Marc Jacobs. I have a Marc Jacobs dust cover right here, and I wanted to talk about this one because I love it. I didn't get a dust cover when I purchased my Marc Jacobs tote bag. I ordered that directly from Marc Jacobs online, and I didn't receive a dust cover. This, I purchased a Marc Jacobs snapshot bag from the Marc Jacobs outlet, and I did receive a dust cover with that bag, and you can see the wrapping for it. I still have it right here. It was in the dust cover for the snapshot bag. I absolutely like visually, I like how the Marc Jacobs dust cover look. The feel of it, it's soft, but it's not as soft as the Louis Vuitton. Still a very, very nice dust cover. Still, it's a very, very nice dust cover, so I absolutely think this one is nice. I give this one like a 7 or an 8. Visually, I like it. Soft-wise, I would say about an 8. So basically, that's my ranking for these different dust covers. That's my ranking for these different dust covers. I hope you girls enjoyed my video today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on my channel. Stick with me for more videos and check out my other video on dust covers down below. I hope you girls had fun with me this morning. Come back. I'll see you girls tomorrow. We have more videos coming up this week and tomorrow. I don't want to go. I want to keep talking. Okay, bye. I'll see you girls tomorrow in tomorrow's video.